Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome for the English news edition brought to you live from RTD channel. The headlines for tonight are: death of the former Prime Minister, the late Barkhad Gurad Hamadou, the head of state, has paid a vibrant tribute to his memory. And concerning Syria, Turkey's Erdogan says Afrin city center is under total control. The President of the Republic of Djibouti is in mourning following the death yesterday of the former Prime Minister Barkhad Gurad Hamadou in Paris, in France, where he was admitted urgently to a large hospital. His death occurred on the night of yesterday to this morning around 3 o'clock in the morning. A national mourning was decreed. The late Barkhad Gurad Hamadou died at the age of 88. The President of the Republic, Ismail Margili, paid a great tribute to the memory of the politician and the friend. The two men worked for a long time side by side. President Ismail Margili greeted the man and his fight, pointing out that he was a figurehead in the national political scene. In his vibrant tribute, President Gili called the late Barkhad Gurad Hamadou a valiant servant of the Djiboutian nation who contributed to the advent of our national independence. According to the head of state, he was a part of a limited circle of politicians who fought for the sovereignty of the country, safeguarding national unity and social cohesion. For the President Gili, the image of the late Barkhad Gurad Hamadou will forever be engraved in the collective memory of our compatriot for his leading role in the return of civil peace after the event of the 1990s. To the President Gili, the late Barkhad Gurad Hamadou was a visionary with a keen sense of observation and analysis. The President also stated that he was one of the few politicians to have assimilated how loyalty to conviction is a source of success in politics. President Gili also added in his message of condolence that he was a reliable partner, a big-hearted friend, and an extraordinary personality. According to the head of state, Ismail Margili, the late Barkhad Gurad Hamadou will be missed by many of us and his compatriots who always appreciate him for his frankness as well as sincerity. President Gili then expressed his most heartfelt condolence to the family, relatives, and many friends of the late former Prime Minister Barkhad Gurad Hamadou. The late Barkhad Gurad Hamadou has many friends in all parts of our country. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Margili, also addressed today, Sunday, a message of congratulations to his Chinese counterpart, Mr. Xi Jinping, who re-elected yesterday, Saturday, to the Supreme Judiciary of his country. In his message, the President of the Republic described the re-election of the Chinese President as the direct consequence of highly viable project of society that he never ceased to feed for his compatriots. Under your enlightened leadership, your country has not only become a model of development, it has acquired all the attributes of a true superpower, wrote President Gili, who also praised the pragmatism of the People's Republic of China based on respect and ethics of equal consideration to partners. We are confident that your continued leadership of the People's Republic of China will allow our two countries to further increase the already privileged ties of friendship as well cooperation that unite them. And still with the national news, the economic and commercial counselor at the Chinese embassy in Djibouti, Mrs. Gehua, paid today a farewell visit to the Prime Minister Abdul Qadir Kamil Mohammed. Mrs. Gehua was received by the Prime Minister at the VIP lounge in the presence of the Secretary General of the Prime Minister Abdul Qadir Nagib Abdullah Kamil. The visit, which marks the end of a 4-year mission to Djibouti, was an opportunity for the Councillor to introduce the Prime Minister, Mr. Xi Jinping, who will replace her in this position. On the occasion of her farewell visit, the Councillor stressed the strategic importance of Djibouti in the famous Chinese project One Belt, One Road, which explains to continue Mrs. Gehua the excellence of bilateral relation between Djibouti and China that cooperate in many economic as well commercial areas such as railway, water supply, ports, infrastructure, and so on. The councillor also wished to present to the Prime Minister her wishes for prosperity and success for Djibouti, a country where she has friends, and she promised to come back to see the change of the Republic of Djibouti. And still with the national news, the village of Rwanda was the scene of the first day of youth for the environment. The President of the National Assembly, Mohamed Ali Ahmed, took part in the festivities together with the President of the Regional Council, Umar Hussein. This initiative, supported by the Franco-Djiboutian Institute and the Kubech Group, aimed to make our youth aware of respect for the environment, to encourage residents to collect and sort recyclable waste. A football tournament also was first organized at Rwanda School in favor worthy of the biggest World Cup games. The students competed in teams of 7 players. The students also presented about 50 works made from waste collected in the village. The evening was hosted by IFD, who dispatched a full team to install a giant screen on the village square, a cartoon to educate the children about respect for nature and the environment, followed by a family comedy, Delighted Locals. The winning team, who returned the most sorted garbage, was received awards granted by the Kobesh companies in recognition of their efforts. And as part of the partnership between the State Secretariat for Social Affairs and UNICEF, a ceremony to sign the cooperation document for the next 2 years was held today at the Ministry premises. The latter brought together the Secretary of State for Social Affairs, Muna Osman Aden, as well the resident representative of UNICEF in Djibouti, Mrs. Jennabo Mahonde, as well senior officials of the two respective institutions. Among the main areas of intervention of the Secretary for Social Affairs and UNICEF cooperation are the strengthening of the capacity of the local social workers officiating in the social counters, the technical support for the ministry, the exchange of experience, and so on. The two senior officials did not miss to stress the importance of this partnership for strengthening the resilience of vulnerable population in general and children in particular in the face of poverty. In her speech, the resident representative of UNICEF in Djibouti, Mrs. Jennabo Mahonde, pointed out that this agreement of partnership aims to protect the social sectors of the vulnerable and in particular children. And for her part, the Secretary of State for Social Affairs, Mrs. Muna Osman Aden, extended her thanks on behalf of the Djiboutian government and on behalf of her department to UNICEF for signing this partnership agreement concerning the activities of the State Secretary for Business and the action plan for the next 5 years. Another news now, as part of the administrative reform, the Executive Secretariat in charge of administrative reform closed the Human Resource Workshop organized at the INEP. Was present at this workshop the Executive Secretary in charge of the reform, Mohamed Awale Dirir, the first Councillor of the Minister, Kassouma, as well the Quebec expert, Eric Chavez. The goal of this initiative is to achieve excellence in human resource management, and this training program is an opportunity to acquire theory-rich skills to improve human resources management practices with fundamental themes related to the management of human resource. The training was given by an expert consultant in human resource at the INEP in Quebec, and it will last for a week. And as part of the National Women's Week, the Arta Fishing Association yesterday held a closing ceremony of a training on driving stores dedicated to 15 girls from the regions of Arta. This training will last for 2 months. This training was organized by the Arta Fisheries Association in close collaboration with the Arta Prefecture, the Arta Regional Council, and with the support of the Ministry of Women and Family. This training is part of the government's policy to empower women. The prefect of the Arta region, Abdullah Daraukiye, the president of the regional council, Elmi Bouh Gobat, the advisor of the Ministry of the Women and Family, the assistant of the region of Arta in Ministry of Women and Family, Safia Omar Abdullahi, and the parents of the three young girls who have just enjoyed this star driving training. The parents and regional leadership have welcomed this noble initiative of the state that makes girls in the region to be the first to have such a training. And as part of the celebration of the National Women's Week, in the afternoon of Wednesday, March 14, a team from the Ministry of Women and Family has organized a ceremony to hand out kits to women fish sellers from Oboch at the headquarters of the regional council. The prefect of the Oboch region took part in this ceremony. Hassan Dabali Ahmed, the vice president of the regional council, Ahmed Ali Sheikh, the technical councillor of the Ministry of Women and Family, Hassan Ali Grabale, and about 15 women fish vendors beneficiaries. The prefect of the Oboch region, Hassan Dabali, recalled the various projects carried out in Oboch since 2017 until the first quarter of 2018, while highlighting the potential of Oboch region in terms of fisheries resource. At the end of the ceremony, the officials handed out kits consisting of 15 coolers generated with nets, lamps, and tools for cutting fish. And still in Oboch region, the Weibo Association has organized an opening ceremony of the Crafts Training Center in its headquarters located in Oboch, a neighborhood called Sola Hafa. Indeed, Weibo wishes to strengthen the craftsmanship in the Oboch region through this ceremony. The association stressed the importance of craftsmanship in our community and how to integrate it into this phenomenon of globalization and show new face of craftsmanship. According to Weibo Association, craftsmanship retain culture and allow women to live thanks to their expertise. As a result, Weibo wants to ensure and hope to provide a guarantee of heritage and sustainability of our culture for the Oboch community. The association Weibo did not miss to thank the impulse of the Ministry of Women and Family in its will to implicate the Oboch women in the process of the development, and for her confidence that she testifies to us by entrusting us this noble mission. We also thanks, according to the association Weibo, the prefecture and Oboch regional council, presented by his vice president, who honored us, she said, with his presence. Finally, our thanks go to the decentralized office of the Women Ministry and let's mention, they said, all those who have contributed from near and far to the success of this historical day for our associations. The Caravan Development Association of Gobad, in collaboration with its technical partners, namely SOS Sahel International, the Regional Council of Dikhil, and the engineers of the Direction of Rural Hydraulic, organized a training of the local elected on the governance of the drinking waters and local dynamics. This training is part of the implementation of the activities of the support to local dynamic project to improve access to drinking water and hygiene in the sub-prefecture of Ali Sabeh, Ali Adde, Yubuki, as well Rwanda in the Republic of Djibouti, SOS Sahel Village International with the development caravan of Gobat in the region of Dakhil. It is essential that the local elected representative and the leaders of the regional council appreciate the service of the water. The main objective of this training was to reinforce the skills of the local elected officials, the administrative authorities of the regional council partners in project management in the area of drinking water supply. In this wanted notice, Mumina Usman living in Arhiba has been sheltering for a week a lost child age of 1.5 years. The family looking for their lost child is requested to contact the mobile phone number, which is 77 70 38 58. As well in this wanted notice, the person named Binyamin Mahad Abdi, born in 2012 in Djibouti, is actively seeking He's the son of Mahad Abdi and Ferouz Hassan Noor. He live in neighborhood 4. Binyamin has been missing since March 17 from his home. The last time he came out of his house, he is wearing a white shirt and a black t-shirt. In case of discovery, please contact the number phone, which is 77 82 1933, or contact the police central station, which is 21 35 27 and 61. And as I said previously at the top stories, the Turkish forces and their Syrian rebel allies swept into the northwestern Syria town of Afrin on Sunday, raising their flags in the town center and declaring full control after an 8-week campaign to drive out Kurdish forces. A spokesman for the rebel fighters said they entered Afrin before a dawn meeting. No resistance war monitored the Syrian Observatory for Human Resource state pockets to the YPG. Fighters were driving orders to withdraw. So that's it for the news. Thanks for being with us on RTD channel.